What is going on, everyone? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 271 of the STS Guys. I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And I'm Scott.
And we are the STS Guys, a monthly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What's going on, guys?
Well, it's been
weeks.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
So when I was like creating the stream and setting it up and everything, I couldn't think of a good title. So I realized when I went to go grab like the description, everything off of one of the old videos because I was in a hurry. I realized it's been almost things. So I was like, you know what? It's been a month.
Perfect. Well done, Scott. Yeah, I was going somewhere else with that. Right? It's been busy. Like. At least for Jeremy, probably less for me and Scott. Yes. But like it's been a busy month. But it's really good to see you guys. Like it's
good to see you. Wow. Good to see you guys. Like I said, it's been a little minute, but
far too long.
Yeah, things
far
happen.
Too long.
It's okay. Good reason. Jeremy was out of the country, right? Like good reason. I don't know what I did. I feel like I didn't do anything. But whatever. We're here. I did a little bit of stuff, but nothing good.
Yeah,
I saw a movie.
A couple things,
like
a few things, but didn't do anything like super crazy. Like Jeremy, you have probably the biggest adventure story. For the same reason that you went out kind of on your trip, I went on a little trip, but it was like a weekend one. So,
where did you go?
A town out here near Austin called Fredericksburg. It's like basically like a little wine country thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Got a hotel, stayed for the weekend.
Nice.
Went to a couple of places. There's one that we went to, like it's a pretty cool winery that they built like an actual underground wine cellar like you would see. So like when you go into it, it looks like a fucking Fallout bunker full of wine. And I think I sent you guys a post. I'll have to post it up of their little skull logo that kind of looks like one. So I was underground when I sent that.
Cool.
At this winery, but we did this like tasting thing, and so we got like our own private room not room, but like table in between like the rows of wine barrels that they have set up there. And did like a tasting and had like dinner and stuff in like their underground wine cellar and like their little like hobbit cave looking thing. It was actually really cool.
That's awesome.
It's something for if you like wine or things. It was pretty fun. So we had a really good time. Went just hit up 5 or 6 wineries.
Nice. Don't they have aren't there like a bunch of like antique stores and that kind of stuff too? Like I've only driven through. I know there's a McDonald's.
There is a McDonald's.
It's great to go to the bathroom at when you're not quite to Austin yet. So I've done that a few times.
There is. So when you go down to like the downtown, like we went to a candy shop and there's like a bunch of old town, like old mining town thing, right?
Yeah.
Like German town. And then everywhere around it is just basically wine country. So it's kind of a cool. Little like combo of old people and like hipsters, I guess, that are out there, and then winos like me that are out there to be like, because there's a couple that are our go-tos that I like the wine from, and we like to go get it.
Did you go? So you went at some point in the last 2 years since I moved. I vaguely remember something about like kangaroos?
I did not go to the kangaroo one. So there is one that has kangaroos and you can go pet them and like play with the kangaroos. Okay. I did not go to that one, and we ran out of time, but there is one. It's called the Rhinery that's out there, and it's got a rhino that they have.
What?
And you can go like do, and they call it the Rhinery with, I think it's Blake the Rhino.
Okay.
So we didn't get time to go at that one, but it is family friendly. So I'm very likely going to be bringing like the family out there so they can go do like the meet and greet with Blake the Rhino, because you can actually like go into the rhino pen and like
get some giraffes out there too.
Yeah, well, they have some giraffes, and there's they have like wineries that have zoo animals for some reason. Like there's like at least 3, which is not a lot, but it is an oddly like
it's more than you would ever
have
guess.
that many, right?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like yeah.
Very cool. Well, I'm glad you had a good trip.
I
And
did buy
it sounds like
something,
you got
too.
some stuff for next time too.
Yes. Oh yeah. There's always a thing. I did buy something
Cool.
that's on there, but give me a second here, because
Okay.
I'm actually gonna let me actually like don the purchase, because I think this thing is really really cool. So give me a second here to
Okay.
drop off camera to make it
I
more of a
yeah, okay.
reveal.
I am
Real quick, well, let's do
interested
that.
to see where
Shout
this
out to Manny. Manny, what's up, man?
What's up, Manny? Shout out to Ed too, of course. I
Ed.
did appreciate. I believe it was after the election. Ed posted a poll on his story that had a few options. One of which being "It's been a week." I definitely voted for "It's been a week." I don't remember what the question was, but I definitely voted for "It's been a week."
All right. So for anybody who likes the same music that Jeremy and I do, I got
That's awesome.
badass mask for Slaughter to Prevail. So if you know Alex Terrible,
I have
I
no
love
idea
it.
what that is, but that is
Yeah.
a very cool mask.
right? Yeah, and it's got the articulated jaw, so when I talk, it actually
Yeah. Your I don't know, fangs.
Yeah,
The pointy teeth move. Like
the
that's pretty
teeth
cool.
of the little demon devil skull thing.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. So I very much enjoy the mask. I like the band. I love the concept that they have the masks, and found out that you can buy them and order them from Russia, and they will come in. So
Hey,
on the mask.
perfect. I said perfect. The perfect opportunity to order it now. This is before World War III starts. You know,
Yeah,
like,
well, that was the problem. It got delayed in a bunch of customs because it was coming from a war zone.
Right. Before you have to
All right,
pay
I gotta-
crazy
I gotta
tariffs
take
or
this off here.
something.
Ah,
I don't know how that works. Nice.
no,
it is.
but,
cool.
It is very warm, by the way. When you're in it's a little muggy in the room because I have the window open. The mask. I don't know how any of the band plays music with those, because
Yeah.
holy shit.
So, well, I felt bad for him. So, like, what was it back? Was it October? September or October? When I went and saw Marilyn Manson, I said they actually opened up for Marilyn Manson, like, and it was freaking hot. Like, it
Oh
was.
yeah. Well, and
hot.
like I said, this is not like, it's not like a little cheap plastic. Like, it is good, like
Yeah.
good hard plastic molding, and it is thick. Like, that is a thick, like, plastic mold. Like, it once you put it on, it is stifling, to say the least. Manny says, how much was it? They vary in price. So this one is kind of one of the special ones because it has the blood splatter and everything. I figure if I'm going to order it, I was going all out. So I
Yeah,
think
you gotta
this
get
was like $200 or $250, but I think they start at like $100. It's just if you just look up Alex Terrible's website, it's where they have it.
So it's like
So-
it's official merch.
It's
then?
official from Alex Terrible's like website, like alexterrible.com.
Are they Russian then? Or why was it a Russian website?
Because Alex Terrible is from Russia.
From Russia? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm learning things.
yep. So the
Cool.
lead singer is Russian, and yeah, it's
That's crazy.
so it had to come. So it left Russia, and I had the tracking from a company I have no idea, and it got stuck in customs leaving and getting to UK,
Yeah.
and then it got stuck in customs coming into the US, and then they sent it to Austin, and then it got sent to Tucson for a couple of days, and then it got sent back to Austin
That
and
makes
finally
sense.
delivered. So yeah,
I
it
literally
was a
just had a
journey.
package.
Getting this was a journey. Yeah.
I just had a package to do that same thing. I ordered some Christmas Terrifier shirts.
Oh, cool.
So that literally they sent them to San Antonio. San Antonio then sent them to Austin. Austin then sent them to Dallas. Then Dallas sent them back to Austin. Like,
So at some point, I'm gonna get my item. Which
Yeah. Seems efficient.
yeah.
I'm just saying, let's reintroduce. I said, I want. I said, our newly elected. I said, the government officials to. I said, reintroduce the Pony Express.
Yeah, right.
Let's
Once
bring
it's
it back.
here, like
Let's bring it back.
It's got to be as efficient as the post office out here anyway.
exactly. Bring back the Pony Express.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah. So
yeah,
it's
no,
it's a cool thing. They if you like metal music, Slaughter to Prevail is the band. They wear these on stage. This is the same as that they wear as a thing. So I highly recommend it. It's a really big favorite band of mine. The fact that you can buy the goddamn mask, I was like, done. Where do I sign up?
Oh, me and Scott have another package inbound. I said right now. We should
Next
do
week.
it.
Should be here next week. Yeah.
Yes. That
What is
one
it?
I got a spot
very
picked
excited
out
for.
somewhere right over there for it when it shows up. So it'll be
I
on
am
display.
very excited for that package.
Yeah. So we'll
Sorry,
talk about that next
Yeah.
next month when we do another. So Larry, what about you? So that was kind of the stuff I got here. So Larry, what about you? Because Jeremy, you got probably the most to talk about. So I'm gonna say
I didn't do anything that interesting. I got one thing in the mail that I got today, so we'll talk about that because I bought a Funko Pop, which is a rare occurrence now.
What?
I was gonna say it's been forever since you bought one.
Yeah, like I think I got a couple at Comic-Con, but that's probably about all I bought this entire year. But they did some new Simpsons pops, and they made a Millhouse's Fallout Boy. So
Nice.
Millhouse was always one of my favorite characters. So I got Millhouse's Fallout Boy from Amazon today. So shout out to those guys. So yeah, I bought something, rare occurrence nowadays.
Yeah.
And last weekend, we went and saw Red One, the Christmas movie with The Rock and Chris Evans. It was really good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was.
That is opposite of what I've been hearing.
That is
online.
really
Oh, no.
so surprising.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It was good. It was I didn't know what it was exactly going into it, other than my wife wanted to go see it, so I'm like, sure, let's go.
My daughter wants to go see it, so I might.
Yeah, it was. I think she would like it. It was good. It was kind of actiony. It was kind of funny. Right. This no real spoilers. I'm sure they talk about this in the trailer, which I haven't watched. But like Santa Claus gets kidnapped, and The Rock and Chris Evans end up trying to save him, and
So
they go around to crazy places.
Is it red? It's basically the South Park episode, Red Sleigh Down.
Yeah, Red Sleigh. Yeah, it's
Sounds very similar. Yeah. So I don't know. It was good. I liked it, but yeah. Other than that, I can't think of anything interesting that I've done.
Yeah, look, so Manny's adding it.
Yeah.
Was it good? I heard it was not. Yep.
I
That's
thought people liked it.
Yeah.
Usually I don't like things, but it was pretty good. Maybe I'm in the minority on this one, but yeah, I mean, like, if you really want to go to the movies, it's probably fine to go to the movies for. But if it's on streaming, it's an easy watch.
Like, I kind of thought that would seem like that was a Netflix, should have been on Netflix type of movie.
It probably was. I mean, it's got enough stars in it where they paid them enough. But it's nice to have a movie that, people want to go to the movie theater to see. Like, I will say this, we went on, I forget, it was Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday, like 8 p.m. ish. And the theater was full, like, except for maybe the very first few rows. But like, that hasn't happened a lot when we've gone to the movies. Usually it's kind of empty, or at least, half full. But this time, yeah, it was a full theater. So
when I went
people
to
came out.
Deadpool and Wolverine, like me and my daughter had went, and it was like a week after it came out, like a week and a half maybe. And we went. I was expecting it to be full, and it was dead. So I'm surprised that like these ones are things.
That's why I'm like, people. I don't know. Like I thought it was good. People wanted to see it. So I mean, I don't know.
Manny brings up Gladiator 2, which is another one that came out that supposedly people are saying it's actually better than what people think. I'm glad they didn't go with the whole time travel modern day thing, the original plan for Gladiator 2. So because there's supposed to be some whole thing where like after he dies, he shows up in modern day America and like has to do a whole bunch of go to wars and stuff.
Is it this? So it's Pedro Pascal, right? Is he the same as the Russell Crowe character, or is this somebody else? Because I have no idea.
He's the bad guy, isn't he?
He's kind of like the bad guy. Yeah, he's like the seasoned gladiator. That's
okay.
Yeah, because
it's supposed to be the guy. It's supposed to be like Maximus's son. I think as like that
was the bad guy, right?
That's the hero.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't. It's one of those ones. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till streaming because I'm like, no one asked for it. I'll watch it when it comes to streaming.
It's how long ago did the first Gladiator come out? It's been forever. It seems like such a random thing to dig up.
I want to say.
Yeah. So the guy is Paul Mescal is the main character, and he's Lucius. It's the grandson of the emperor and son of Maximus.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's continuation of the
Of the
same
other one,
characters,
yeah.
their family. Does it say when that movie came out? Oh, 2000. Yeah. Okay.
2000.
So it's been 24 years, man. Like such a random
Well, it's
Yeah,
because
and-
Hollywood's out of ideas. Like, so because
Yeah.
no one wants to make an original like, story anymore. Everything's either a sequel, a prequel, reimagining, like, hey, let's make animation live action, and then like because now even like I said, DreamWorks is getting on that train because like I said now there's a How to Train Your Dragon live action movie.
really?
Like,
they gotta okay. They have to stop that shit. I don't need to see the same movie twice in
Yeah.
different formats. You're not changing any of these. I've seen enough of them where I just stopped watching anything that's a live action remake of an animated one because you haven't changed enough.
yeah,
You
make it different.
make it different. Do something
Or guess
different.
what? Or
Just-
like I said, if you're gonna do a sequel, do a live action sequel to an animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
And,
it's different.
Like how badass
least
would that
it's-
be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And it's different. Make
Yeah.
it different. Its own story. I've already paid money to watch How to Train Your Dragon several times because I had children. My daughter.
That's what I was thinking, especially the
Like,
kids' movies where
Kids
the
movies.
kids
I've
play
seen
it
them
over and
100
over and
times
over.
over and
Yeah.
over again. I don't need to see the
No.
same exact thing in live action. And from what I've seen of the stills, they're copying it.
It's
beat
literally
for
no.
beat.
That's one thing that they're praising because so they show this one scene where the dude meets the dragon for the first time, and they basically have the video stacked, and it's
And they look
literally
the same.
shot for shot exactly the
Okay,
same.
Here's the thing: it's in live action. The fucking dragon is animated, as it would have been in the animated movie. It's the dragons aren't real, so you have to make a CGI dragon. Just animate the goddamn movie. But we've already done that. So, I don't get it. Like this was the breaking point.
The Lion King too, right? Like they're not a real lion talking.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you guys
it's all
doing?
CG, like right? So like, why not just you're remaking it horrible.
The other big one this weekend is kind of a similar, like Wicked, right? Like it's been a play forever, but
So
people seem really excited about Wicked.
Wait, so I was trying to track this down earlier because I thought about it, right? So it is a musical movie based on a musical play.
Yep.
Based off of a movie.
Yep.
Based off of a play. Based off of a book.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to actually count that down.
It's Inception.
Yeah, right.
What?
I think I actually might have missed one. I think there's a book in there between the movie and the play where there's a book about Wicked or like a
probably. Yeah.
So there actually may be a sixth step in there that I missed just to stay like
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's got Ariana Grande in it, and everybody seems excited.
Everybody seems to, everyone's. I mean, if it's good, it's good. Everyone raves about the musical. To be honest with you,
Oh god, it's terrible.
I
said, here's the thing. I love musicals. I said I like going to musicals, and it was I said I don't get why everyone likes this musical because it's terrible. Like it is so bad, like so bad. It's like Legally Blonde meets Wizard of Oz. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like,
they're two completely should be two completely separate things.
Exactly, it should be two completely separate things.
Yeah,
but that's what it's like, and it's and I like weird stuff.
Tyler just confirmed it. Yep, it is. I missed a book in between the Wizard of Oz movie and the book. So there was another book in there. So
it's I don't know. It's not my thing.
They just got to stop that shit. Like just honestly, original content. It's not. Here's the thing: is they're not original content isn't going to make money right away, right? Because you've been doing all these remakes and big blockbuster things. But Hollywood, you have to take the hit, make a bunch of original content so you can establish some new franchises and new.
Or just make low budget stuff again. Like
back like they used to in the 90s.
Terrifier 3 was freaking great. Like
and it made money.
I said they cost them under $2 million to make. I said the entire theatrical run was like 65, 70 million. for this super budget movie, which was great.
Yeah,
like you don't need. I said you don't need. I said to have like said that whole huge budget, like crazy. I said it's crazy movie. That's not what people want. I'm like, literally make a cheap budget movie and people will see it. I would love bring back the action movies of the 90s. I really want basically a whole new round of Con Airs and Face Offs and
dumb shit,
Rocks, like a whole bunch of those type of movies. Like, said,
take a
bring them
stupid
back.
premise, put a bunch of action people in it.
Yeah,
go
blow some stuff up.
And blow some stuff up. Make it over the top action.
Yeah,
people buy it. I'm like scrolling around here for a second, but have you guys had this yet?
No, what is that?
That is Oreo Coke.
Oh, I know that exists, but no, I have not tried it. Is it good?
It's actually really good.
You're smiling. Okay,
You're
smiling as you drink it. I imagine it's decent. All right.
It tastes a little different at first. It's basically chocolate Coke, is what it is. It's got Coke with a little. At first, it's like meh, but when you try it, you're like, holy shit, that's actually really good.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So digress enough. Jeremy, you've had some adventures.
Yes.
I'm sure you got some stories to tell. So
I do have some stories. So I'll work backwards first, though.
Cool.
So just because I want to hear it, because I haven't heard it in a while. Bought a hot toy.
Give me a sec.
Gotta
get to it.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That was hot. That's hot. That is really hot.
I forgot how long that is.
And he's right there. It is the Tony Stark Iron Man Mark V suit up edition. So it's basically like I said, Tony Stark suiting up. Like I said, in the racetrack suit.
It's when he does the thing.
Yeah, when he does the suitcase.
It's when he's done the
yeah.
So
when he puts the suitcase on, and so it actually comes with the little suitcase.
Yeah.
Like here's a little suitcase right here, and like it's like a little transformer suitcase, and it opens up. But wasn't on my radar at all. But then Sideshow was having like a crazy like Black Friday sale with stuff. But then they were also, like I said, doing like I said, like, hey, if you bought a figure, like, hey, we'll send you another hot toy for free. And it's not a hot toy that I personally care about, but I figure I'm like, hey, you know what? This is a good opportunity. I said for the old Instagram. So I'm gonna do a quick plug. Have a 1K giveaway. I said on my Instagram page where you can win. I said a Mandalorian child hot toy.
Nice.
Oh,
that's huge. Yeah.
That is a good one. Yeah,
I hadn't seen this yet. That's a big giveaway. That's a big time giveaway, Jeremy.
Oh, look
cool.
at that
giveaway. So it's gonna be. I said so it's gonna. So as soon as I hit 1K, I'll give it away. I'm like, I don't need. I said a Mandalorian hot toy in my collection, so I'm like, I got it. I said as part of my last order for free, so I want to pass it on. And like I said, I figured it'd be a good contest thing.
Yeah, perfect. Like that. Yeah, it's a very cool giveaway that somebody's gonna win. So awesome. Yeah. I will go check that out after this. Sounds like Manny's already seen it and entered. So awesome. Good luck, Manny.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Cool. It's got to be like hot toy of Mandalorian. That's a cool figure.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like honestly, like if I had a place for it in my collection, I'd probably keep it.
Yeah. You know,
I'm like,
you don't need Star Wars. You don't. Yeah, you don't need to.
I don't have any Star Wars, and I don't need to start the Star Wars line.
No. But perfect opportunity to share.
You already have the expensive habit with all the Iron Mans. You don't need to add Star Wars.
The Iron Mans are like so that's a dangerous path. Like it all together. The other cool thing I got, I posted on my Instagram, was I finally got my Tom Holland signed poster from the UK. So that was cool.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah, so I got that. I got that all framed up, and that was, like I said, really, really cool. It's a really, really cool poster. Like really, really cool poster. But anyway, so besides all that, I just got back from Europe. So nice. I did a European vacation. So spent the last almost 3 weeks in Europe. Went to Spain and France and Italy. So spent some time in Barcelona. Spent some time and a couple of destinations in France. Went to Rome. Went to Tuscany. I said went to like the Tuscan. I said Tuscany in Italy, the Tuscan countryside. Spent some time in Pompeii. I said as well. I said as a complete surprise. But yeah, no, it was a whirlwind vacation. I did a lot. Like I said, we stopped at so many different places, but did some cool stuff just to say that, you know what, I did that there. Like, so for example, like one of the stupid things I wanted to do was, I'm like, hey, what's the most ridiculous thing how I can basically mix basically like a historical, like a historical thing with something stupid. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is perfect. I'm like, this is the perfect like advent of commercialism. I said mixed with like historical context. I had basically what the equivalent was of a Big Mac chicken sandwich at the foot, I said, of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So there's a McDonald's like, right by the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Nice.
That's
so
amazing.
I think I sent you guys the picture.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, I think I missed the context on that. Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, so it was 100% authentic Italiano pollo. But yeah, I was eating that sandwich, like I said, at the base of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That's awesome. Because of course there's a McDonald's right there.
Because of course there's a McDonald's at the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Why not? Right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's just funny. Like it's literally so funny. I'm like I did it for the irony like of it. I'm like this is so like ironic. I'm like, this is amazing.
That's awesome.
So I have a picture of me eating a equivalent of I think it's called a Grand McChicken. It's something that I said because I wanted to find a sandwich that didn't exist in the U.S. Just because of our ongoing conversations about random McDonald's menu items, I said that are not in this country. So it was a Grand McChicken. I said at the foot of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That's awesome. I saw like a video clip like on Instagram or TikTok, somewhat related, like just yesterday, that they were showing the Pizza Hut that's like right across from the pyramid in Giza. I guess like they're like literally. I looked up pictures. You look out the window of the Pizza Hut and you're like, you got a pyramid.
Yeah,
so it's similar, right?
So if
very,
you
very
actually
similar.
go, like that's the thing. Like I fucking hate movies for this. Where you think like the pyramids are out in the middle of nowhere and like there's this thing. It's like, dude, no, they're like the literal city is like meters away from the
it looks super close, and right. There's other things too, right? A whole town, but there's Pizza Hut.
So
so it's the same idea. You could eat a pizza and look at the pyramids, or you can get some McDonald's and hang out at the Tower of Pisa.
So it was like I said, just because it was so stupid, I'm like, I had to do it. I'm like,
do it.
I'm like, this is
got to, yeah.
I'm like, this is. I'm like,
plus, you got to try a different chicken sandwich.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. I said well, and then also the third thing is like, so the weird thing is that like in Europe, like I said, like you have to pay to use the bathroom or every place. So if you want to use the bathroom, you basically either like, hey, buy like food and go to the bathroom. I said, or you have to like pay to go use. I said, utilize the bathroom, right? That's why that's why we like America, freedom. You can go to the bathroom any place. But so like again, like I said, also served as a good bathroom stop, but just for the fact of like it was a McDonald's at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I'm like, this is
pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm like, I could have eaten in some like authentic Italian, bistro. No, I'm like, I had to do this.
Yeah. Did you
then
go
authentic Italian food? I'm like, this is more of a perfect thing.
Yeah. Now, did you go do the picture after?
I did not, for the simple reason is there were thousands of people doing that. Like I said, I'll have to show you guys. I'll have to post up some of the pictures. Because I took pictures of all the idiots doing the holding pose because they were like in the world of like Instagram and social media influencers. Like there was a sea of thousands of them doing that stupid pose.
That's crazy.
I'm like this is ridiculous and stupid. I'm like it's
doing this.
It's so crazy.
Like I'm not gonna sit there and look like an idiot.
No. But so that was cool. Like I was saying, like, hey, we did Pompeii as well. Did a tour of Pompeii. So I think I saw someone ask. So
Yeah, Manny
asked that. Yeah, did the Pompeii tour. So that was cool. So you actually get to go into the city of Pompeii. So you actually got to walk around. I said the streets. You got to walk around, like sitting in some of the buildings. It's crazy how preserved I said it actually is for how old it is. And then it's also crazy to see like how modern some things were. So like, for example, they had like lead plumbing.
Yeah.
Like full on like lead plumbing.
Like pipes,
Like we all know like lead's gonna kill you, right? But before we knew all that,
they didn't know
they had the lead pipes. So I said that the broad
they fucking made metal pipes. Like, come on, like
just the wrong metal, but
just
like
just
it's cool.
metal that.
Well, and
they
then
were also fucking around with mercury around that time, and like wondering why do people who make hats always go insane? They keep playing with this mercury.
Yeah, and then you have they had like the equivalent of what would be our crosswalks. So since they didn't have any like sewers, right? So like everything's at a slope. So that way all the water exit around is downhill. So that way people don't get swept up in the water. There's like these stepping stones across every intersection of the street. That's freaking cool. I'm like, there's like you literally like hop across these stones to basically get from one side of the street to the other, and that was all built in as part of the architecture, and it's still there. So like it's cool that you like were walking. I said like in the same spot that people were walking, hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So that was cool. Saw Mount Vesuvius as well. So yeah, that was cool. Manny was asking, is it a lot of hiking on this? Not a lot of hiking. Like it's just a lot of like there's a lot of walking. So like we went in and out of so many of the different buildings. So we went in. So one of the coolest buildings that we went into, I said in Pompeii, was basically what would have been the equivalent of their senator's mansion. And so basically you go through all the rooms and stuff, and then they have they have a bath, they have a freaking nice bathroom, where it's these individual hand laid tiles, and then you go in and you see this is the what would have been the kitchen where everything else would have been. Oh yeah, this is the sex room. So apparently they had a whole room dedicated to just getting it on. So I'm like, and there's tiles and frescoes of basically painted across the walls. And then one of the things on the tour too is they took us into the Pompeii brothel, and then on the wall there's actually literally a menu of positions.
Yeah. So they used to have that's what I was gonna say too. Some of the things is they had marks in the city that were guideposts to where the brothel was in the town, and they had coins and shit that would have because a lot of people were illiterate, so it was coins that had what act you wanted.
Yeah.
Right?
So there were frescoes painted on the wall that were still there that you could see. And then probably I said the funniest picture, and I took this picture specifically for you, Scott. I'm and I said, just because I said we watched the documentary on Netflix, and I know you also literally oh yeah, and this is so this alley, this is where kids used to do graffiti at. Oh yeah, and see that piece of graffiti right there? That's where a kid drew a dick on the wall. So I got a picture of the dick graffiti from ancient Pompeii.
You gotta love it. So for anybody who doesn't know, one of the things that I used to do all the time is one of the former people that was on the podcast, Leo, would always come on, and he had one of his little he'd write stuff down on his tablet.
Yeah,
but he never guarded the stylus very well. And so whenever he wasn't looking, I would grab the stylus and just draw dick on his notes of stuff that he wanted to talk about. So,
Leo.
Yeah. So there saw some ancient graffiti.
My Google is going to be fucked for this one because what is in the suggest for stuff. But just to kind of point out here, this is what I'm talking about. The coins that you would get the coins, and then
I want one of those.
Yeah, it tells you what acts you can do at the brothel, and how much or like what it's
Okay, yeah.
like thing, and like, they would correspond with the frescoes on the wall.
Yeah. Let's start with the number 3 and
Yeah.
number 8.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
So yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, and there's like I said, the graffiti dicks, and then there was like ones that were like etched into the stone that would point you to where the brothel was.
Yeah.
Apparently brothels were a big thing in Pompeii.
They were. But yeah, that was cool. Did the whole like Rome thing too. Like cool. Kind of what it's funny. Kind of what you were saying a little bit ago, Scott, was like movies never show it like right. Like, so for example, the Colosseum. Literally, the Colosseum is literally right in the middle of the city, and like literally across the street there is like a KFC, and I tried to like, hey, can we go to the KFC?
Yeah.
I got shot down on that because it was bad.
You already got your pizza.
I already got
You got your pizza McDonald's.
got my pizza McDonald's.
Don't push it.
But yeah, so there was, I said saw the Colosseum. That was cool. Went to, I'm not a religious person at all, but went to the Vatican. That was actually kind of cool. One, I said for 2 different reasons. One, there's a ton of history, like I said, like in the Vatican.
Yeah.
And then 2, everything in there is stolen. Like, it is crazy the amount of stuff that I said that they stole. Like, so for example, there's an entire wing, I said, of it that's literally all like ancient Egyptian artifacts that are all stolen.
So they're basically like the British Museum.
Yeah. And there's a whole other thing of like, like Nordic, like said, like things, and that's all stolen. But then one of the things I wanted, and I bought these long ago for this very, very purpose, was I said we went into the Sistine Chapel. And so in the Sistine Chapel, like it's supposed to be, special place. You're not supposed to take pictures and anything else like that. However, if you have some Meta Ray-Bans, no one gets to know you're taking pictures.
Yeah, and they are not well known.
Yeah,
that
so
these would have a camera inside of them.
So on my Instagram, I said I actually have a picture of, like I said, the top of the Sistine Chapel.
That's awesome.
Which was cool. That was really cool to see. But yeah, it was a good trip. It was definitely a good trip.
Very cool.
And then random tattoo. Like
came home with another tattoo. You went one other place too that I'm curious about. I forget where, but you went to Forbidden Planet somewhere.
Oh
and
yes,
comic books.
I totally forgot about that. Yes, I went. So I'm like, one of the things that's because we had a few extra days in Rome. I said after we did like all the touristy stuff, I'm like I want to go and find like a comic book store. And so Rome actually has, like I said, a Forbidden Planet location. So Forbidden Planet, for those of you who don't know, it's a huge, like I said, like UK, like Europe, like comic book store chain. And so they actually had one, I said, in Rome. And so I went, and literally this is what I was probably the most excited for. It was like, I came home with stacks of like foreign of L'Uomo Ragno, or also known as the Amazing Spider-Man. I said in Italian, a whole bunch of like old like Italian Spider-Man issues.
That's really cool. Yeah, you showed a picture of a couple of the things that you saw or bought. I appreciate the foreign language comic books. I think that's pretty cool. I know a lot of them aren't worth a ton, but
it's more
cool
for the factor of like having it. Yeah, like right. But how else are you going to get Spider-Man in Italian?
And I think this is the funny thing is, right? And so like, because there's a whole big debate in the comic community, I said, in regards to, because I said there's always basically something always up and coming that's basically making an issue more valuable. Like I said with comics. And so for the longest time it was like, hey, like ad inserts. So like there's these things called Mark Jewelers, like I said, ad inserts. And so like there's these ads that are inserted into, like I said, certain issues of comic books. And so like only a certain amount of the print run actually had those ads.
Okay.
And then there's a whole thing with like newsstand editions. So rather than going into a comic book store, like, hey, the editions, like the high grade editions that are like newsstand, because typically, like I said, the newsstand, like I said, they're all shit condition because everyone's like flipping through them, right? Yeah. And so there's the argument right now is like, hey, why aren't some of these foreign issues actually more valuable than what they
probably didn't have that big of a
and
run.
it's a good point,
Sure.
because here's the thing, like in the US, like, so the the print runs of some of these things are huge. But like if you go to Italy and get basically the same issue in Italy, the print run on that is extremely low. Like, because like I said, you're not distributing an Italian comic outside of Italy.
Right.
Like, so there's a ton of English speaking countries. I said a lot of English speaking, a lot of the English issues are going to, but there's very, very few destinations outside of Italy that are going to get those Italian issues.
True. And probably not as popular.
Yeah.
Right. So they're just less demand.
Exactly. So I found, like, so just on pure speculation, I probably came home with like 50 something issues of just random books. And I found some like what would be the equivalent of like $5,000, $6,000 books over here that I end up getting for like €5. Like I said, over there, I'm like, just in case it's a thing. I'm like, plus it's cool to have because, like I said, it's literally just the Italian. It's the Italian version of this
into Italian.
Yeah, it's cool.
So like one of the coolest ones I got. Let me pull it up real quick. Just because it's a cool like I said, it's cool. Like it's really, really cool. Let me one second, if I can get my browser to work. And apparently, I don't know why. No. Present share screen. So one of the coolest issues I found was this guy. It's upstairs. I pulled it, which is the first appearance of the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
In Italian.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So like it's an old
I Sinestri Sei.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No,
is it the same cover?
It's the same cover.
Okay. Yeah.
Like it's
that's cool.
Like so it's this so it's literally the same cover of the English version.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
This is the English version.
Yeah, cool. Right, even the little Sinister Six logo thing box is kind of in the same spot. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so I ended up actually finding that while I was
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, like it's
for €5.
Cool,
I'm like, easy.
It's a cool, like, worst case, it's a cool souvenir. Or if you did want to sell them, you can get your money back because there's less of them in the United States, so somebody else would want them at some point too. So.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, no, I totally forgot about the Forbidden Planet thing, but
very cool.
That and then a lot of the stores, like I said, in different countries, like in Italy, I said there's the main floor, and then you go down to the basement. So like there's, like I said, Forbidden Planet there is, like I said, you go into the main store. I'm like, it's kind of small, but then you realize like, oh wait. This is like I said, this is like one of those stores where like you go in and you go down to the basement, and then you go down to the basement and opens up into a whole different, other area. But yeah,
really
it was really cool.
Yeah. I took note of that when you shared that, because I thought that was pretty cool that you were able to find time to go to a comic book store on your trip, and they had some unique things that you can't get here. So
yeah, I absolutely had to. Manny, how long is the line to get in the Sistine Chapel? And is there a front line? Yes, there is a front line pass. We booked a private tour. So like we literally cut the line. So it was I think it was like €40. €40 not to wait 2.5 hours, and basically you'd be able to cut everything. I'm like,
easy. Do it. Yeah, right.
Like
You're on vacation. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, who wants to, I don't want to wait. Like I'll pay them to not wait in line for 2.5 hours anywhere, anytime.
Exactly. Exactly. Plus the guide we have was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
He was freaking cool. Like he knew like he was actually one of the official like guides of the different museums there, and so like he like knew like a ton of different stuff and took us into like some like areas that weren't like so like trafficked and this that, and the other. But yeah, he was a cool guy.
Yeah, very cool.
I think that was the biggest culture shock though, instead of going over there. It's like you realize like how different like North America, I'm not even saying America, just like North America, like cars and traffic is compared to like European
traffic. Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Roman traffic. Like I honestly thought we were going to die multiple
And the
times.
tiny car with those little tiny cars that are zipping around everywhere. Yeah.
Like it was legit scary. Like sometimes we witnessed, like I said, one person getting beamed by a car. Like it was legit scary.
I
but yeah,
guess because it's older and they didn't have the infants in. Yeah,
it's older. They didn't have the
instructor,
and it's so crowded. Like it is. There's so many people. Like I said, it's such a condensed space.
Half those cities were never built for cars because they're so
exactly.
old. So you're like retrofitting the roads to be able to do cars, and then
so everything's basically a smart car over there is like a full size car. Yeah. There's smaller cars than a smart car over there.
Okay, that seems very uncomfortable but yeah, right, you need it.
It was crazy.
Right. Small cars and scooters, a lot of scooters.
Yeah. But yeah, no, and then it's weird because there's like no Uber. So yeah, so I said,
okay.
Good old Ireland. I said work trips that have taught me basically how to navigate without Uber.
Get the free now.
Good old free now.
European taxi service.
Nice.
So, yeah, well, at least you knew that. So we were all set.
A name that has nothing to do with taxis.
Oh yeah, like well, and then it was so funny because like I said we ran into some other people. Like I said they were on the cruise that we're on. Like I can't get an Uber. I'm like there's no Uber. I'm like here. This is what you do.
Yeah.
And they're like this seems shady. I'm like no, this trust me. It's like
as dumb as it sounds, it is the official.
This is what you do
for any EU country. This is how you get a cab.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Unless you want to wave one down, use this app,
which probably is less safe than using the app. I would imagine.
I did it once because I was trying to get the app to work, and I saw a cab, and I waved, and they just pulled over when I was in Ireland. I was like, "Holy shit, it works!" So, done it one time where I just grabbed a cab.
Yeah, but definitely a good time. Good to be back. I like it was nice to go on vacation, but I very, very much like the United States. I very, very much like it here.
Cool. Good reminder to be thankful, right?
Yes.
For what we have. Good. Even if things are a mess in some ways.
Yes.
Eggs are $8.
Hey, exactly. No, it's there's definitely certain things that I appreciate. So
cool.
America.
They don't have Whataburger in Rome.
Yeah, there's no Whataburger. Right? There's no Whataburger. I said they have so their Burger King over there. So they have is Auto King. I'm trying to think what else is like said some of the different stuff that's over there. I don't know. Yeah, it was a good time. Like definitely encourage. I said if you haven't been, I said definitely go. I think next thing is like I think something that you're planning on doing, Larry, is like I think my next big trip is probably going to be Japan.
Nice, cool. I like it. Yeah, we are still planning going to Japan, probably 2026.
That's probably when we're going to go.
Yeah, most likely. It's a graduation present for Ian, making sure he graduates first, and then he gets to go to Japan.
Right.
So yeah, totally looking forward to that.
That's something my daughter wants to do too. So that'll be eventually on the docket at some point.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
When she's in Japan.
Yeah, when she's a little bit older, right, and can appreciate it and all that, and right, they got all the same stuff that like she would like all the same reasons we want to go there. Disneyland and Universal Studios and I don't know,
Pokemon
Super
store.
Potato video game store thing.
Yeah.
And like that all that stuff. Like it's
Hot toy store.
yeah, right. Just nerd stuff. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Cool.
What else, Jeremy? Anything else highlight for your trip? Dumb shit that happened.
One of the coolest things I saw. I posted a story on this. I'll have to see if I can repost the video. I think it's officially called a water spout.
It's like the tornado on the water.
Tornado in the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was freaking awesome. Like all of a sudden, I said we're just chilling, like, on the balcony. I said of our room, and then all of a sudden, I started looking over, and I'm like, oh, there's a freaking tornado in the ocean. It was really cool. Because it was actually like fairly close to the boat too, which was awesome. So yeah, I got a lot of good photos of it.
As long as it doesn't like hurt you, like yeah.
I don't think it's like that.
It's not like that kind of
powerful.
tornado.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
it's
like more
that.
like a dust devil, that I guess, in terms
okay,
of probably power, but
Yeah, like I'm trying to like even think of like it was it was super cool. It was super cool. I'm trying to find the picture of it.
It's like you were in. It's like you're in the boat version of that movie Twister.
Oh God, I watched that. I watched that. That was one of the plane movies.
The
God,
second
that was
one, the new
terrible.
one, the Twisters.
Yes,
Okay.
that was legit terrible. Yeah, here's yeah, literally right.
Oh,
in the
wow,
middle of
Yeah.
yeah, it was
That's
cool.
crazy.
Hello.
Yeah, and then, yeah.
That's
So
cool. Oh, yeah.
so it was just right outside our window, and like, oh, a tornado on the water. That's awesome.
Crazy. Very cool. Not something you see every day.
Yeah. So, hey, I felt entertained and I said educated.
Nice.
I said on this trip.
As well as relaxed. You got some time to just chill out too,
Yeah.
because you've been working hard and like
Yeah.
a lot of work travel and that kind of stuff. So you needed a break too.
Yeah. I definitely needed a break. I came back and the harsh slap of reality of work. I'm like, oh wow.
Right.
There were-
Oh, God damn it.
Definitely crazy.
I feel like that happens anytime you're away for more than a week, especially if you're gone almost 3 weeks. Yeah, like
Well, the funny thing is, like I said, I have more stuff to catch up on now than when I was out for the 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I said back in May.
yeah.
So I'm like, ouch. Like I said, I thought things were gonna be smooth sailing. I'm like, yeah, that was
It sucks. Yeah.
Manny got preview night.
Nice.
We can hang out with Manny on preview
Yes.
night.
There you go.
Congrats, Manny. I am super stoked for you. And yes, we will definitely look for you on preview night. I am excited. I'm glad that the general registration for Comic-Con finally happened and went smoothly. So that's good news. Yeah, it's Manny says it's never fun going back to work after a long vacation. It's just never fun going back to work.
It's just going back to work in general.
It's just a normal Monday.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 10 times worse when
Are you fucking kidding? Just a Tuesday when I have to wake up at 6 o'clock and start getting ready for work. And I go, God damn it.
Yeah. So I think I told you guys, like, we've been asked to go to the office on Wednesdays. This week, I had to go on Tuesday and Wednesday. It was awful.
Yeah.
But I got some water. But I got some White Castle and In-N-Out. But I went to White Castle on Tuesday, so it was a good day. Because there's a second White Castle in Phoenix now.
There is?
Yeah, it's technically Tempe, right? So it's by the IKEA off of I-10 over there by
Okay.
Arizona Mills. So it's a pretty quick shot from.
That's not too far
my
from you.
office.
Yeah.
Nope, straight down to 10, and yeah, and it's a lot. Like I don't know if the other one's still busy, because I haven't been there like on a Tuesday during the day, and since like me and Scott went, but this one's super quiet too. Like there's never a line to order the 2 or 3 times I've been. So yeah, White Castle is now officially in my lunch rotation, and I am happy.
Nice.
Yeah, Manny asked an important Bucky's question: do they have turkey for Thanksgiving? They have turkey sandwiches, don't they? Like all the time?
I think they
it's
always
turkey
have
sandwich
turkey
all the time.
sandwich.
Like-
Yeah,
Like
but
sliced turkey sandwich?
yeah, but I don't know if they have like a special turkey dinner and stuff. I don't know. The wife and kid want to go there, so I'll go check probably
be good
tomorrow, and I'll
They
find out. So next time I will hopefully have an addition.
Nice. Do they like they normally have special T-shirts for every holiday?
Yeah, they have Christmas. They have Christmas.
Yeah.
ones right
Oh,
now.
But
Christmas. I don't
do
think
they
they
have
have
things?
Thanksgiving
I
ones.
don't think they have the Thanksgiving
It goes
shirt.
Halloween and then Christmas.
Yeah,
Halloween
that's
and Christmas,
surprising.
they don't have Thanksgiving. They also have which we also bought Bucky's. I said onesies.
That's what my daughter did
Yeah.
for.
Onesies.
Oh, they have Christmas onesies because my daughter ran
Oh.
around with the regular. But my daughter was Bucky for Christmas or for Halloween this
Yeah,
year.
no,
She got a Bucky's
have,
onesie and
yeah,
was running
Bucky's
around with it.
Christmas onesies.
Oh,
But okay, it sounds like Scott, you need to do
And-
that for
and
Buc-ee's
Scott-
this week.
And matching ones for the dogs too.
Check. Bought.
yep.
You are not leaving
No,
Bucky's without
that
spending
Buc-ee-
$300.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Bucky's has got all my money. What are the things that so dumb dog purchases before we move on?
Yeah.
Today, I ended up buying what I thought was the most ridiculous thing ever, but I tried it and it actually is really nice. Because I have a husky, just hair goes everywhere. Like my house is.
Is it the vacuum thing?
I got the dog brush that has a vacuum attached, like the vacuum dog
I saw it
brush.
at Costco. Like so, I
So,
almost
yeah.
got that
Oh.
for
You
Santa.
turn on the
Yeah.
vacuum, you brush him, you hit a button, and it sucks all the hair out of the comb into a thing. And like, it's a pretty. I don't have it in here, but it's a pretty decent sized canister. Like it's like a milk jug,
Yeah.
almost ish.
That can hold
Like
a lot of
size.
dog hair.
That can hold a lot of dog hair.
Yeah.
My husky filled up 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, and he's still. I was like, he was still running away from me. I didn't get some spots. So I'm like,
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's the Floby for dogs.
it
Yeah,
is the flow.
same idea.
It has trimmers. Now I won't use
Oh, really?
them, but it does have trimmers that also have a vacuum attached.
That's
So
cool. That's cool. I have seen
yeah,
ads for
there's
those.
me vacuuming the husky,
Not so bad.
and he is just sitting there, just letting me comb it with the vacuum in the background, which I was was concerned about. I was like, my dog is just gonna run when he hears the
That's
vacuum.
what I was thinking
But-
too. It's not too loud then.
2 of mine ran.
Oh,
The-
okay. But the
he's
one
not
that
a-
needed to stay.
The one that needed to stay was just like, well, you guys running. So it worked out pretty well.
It's fine.
But
Well,
yeah.
then once he realized, like, because it's like a brush too, right?
Yeah,
So
he's like,
it's-
oh, this is okay.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I did get the dumb Floby for dogs.
That was
But
cool.
I'm giving a stamp of approval because they said it filled 2 canisters of dog hair that is not on my floor or
Yeah.
everywhere, like taking them out in the air and blowing them with the air compressor out in the front yard. So neither of those occurred. So
That's awesome.
good day. Good
Oh.
day.
I just thought of something else. Because I posted this on my Instagram story. Because I found Tex-Mex Doritos in Italy.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Oh, they just
God,
got
those
your
taste like shit.
Uh,
Like, they tasted horrible.
That's
They tasted like
disappointing.
sweaty socks. Like
Ew.
it was not Tex-Mex at all.
Well,
I was
'cause
so
none of them are that
excited
spicy
to try these
or anything,
Doritos,
yeah.
and then I'm like, nope.
No.
Yeah. Like I don't know what they should taste like. Like at least
Not
like taco
dirty
seasoning
gin
or
sauce.
something.
They were terrible.
Interesting. It's like the Europeans were like, right? European Frito-Lay was like, we need Tex-Mex, but we don't know what Tex-Mex tastes like. So
We
Yeah.
think it might be this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Nope.
literally bought them because they were Tex-Mex.
yeah, I totally would have too, and it sounds like I would have been very disappointed. As
I
I'm
was
sure you
very
were.
disappointed. So when I got back to the hotel, I'm like, oh, I'm snack happy. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I got the Tex-Mex Doritos. And then rip into the bag, and yeah, I'm like, nope, not gonna happen.
Oh man.
Not today, Satan.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's Doritos. I'm like, how bad? I'm like, it's like,
Yeah,
Doritos are like even the crappiest flavor of Dorito isn't that bad. This was really bad. Like it was really bad.
That's surprising. I blame the Europeans.
Yeah.
Like America didn't have it. Like Texas didn't have any input on that. I'm sure.
No, it's all the random flavors that they could have put in there. Like that's Tex-Mex, and we're not going to
Yeah.
put any of
Right?
the good shit that's legal in
came-
America.
They came up with the flavor first, and then needed to name it something, and somebody pitched Tex-Mex. And
See,
they're like, yeah.
Tyler says it's a trap for America too. I don't know about that. The funny thing is where I found this. I'm like, I found the most like normal Italian grocery store. Like, I think it was called like Conads or something like that. It's like what basically their version of like HEB. I said it in Rome.
It's Italian. It's Roman. It's Roman Aldi.
First and foremost, we were the only Americans like sit in there, and no one spoke any English. Like said at all. Like sit in the store. So like that was problem number one. Problem number two, I said was I'm like when you don't speak any English, when you're going to actually check out and like I'm like, okay, like this, just it should be like self-explanatory. And then so it worked like their grocery stores work like the Aldi's or some less than the so like where you're like they don't bag the groceries, they don't do anything else, and you're responsible except for all that, and then you're supposed to bring your own bags. And so I'm like so I point, I'm like, just give me a bag, and then starts like yelling at me in freaking Italian. I'm like I don't know. I'm like, this is charge me for a bag.
Never mind.
I'm like, just so I don't have to carry all this shit.
Yeah, right.
I would like one of those now, please. You talk about stores, and before we go, I will say this. So I have an EV, right, that I took, and that's what I took when I went to Fredericksburg. And so on the way out, just to get us around town, because these wineries are out kind of sometimes a little bit farther away, and I was like, I should have enough for the weekend, but I've driven like 50 miles, so we parked the car. There was a supercharger in the town before Fredericksburg, so I went and charged it. And so while we're there, we're like, well, let's go to Jeremy's point, let's go get Snack Happy. Looks like there's somewhere to go get snacks or whatever, not too far of a walk from the supercharger station. It was an Ace Hardware. Do you know that there are Ace Hardwares that are also grocery stores, but they have all the Ace Hardware shit on one side of the store and then all the grocery store aisles on the other, and then the outside wall was just all the frozen shit, so you can go get like nuts and bolts and pizza rolls at the same time.
Amazing.
Awesome. It was. I did not know that.
Shocking store in Johnson City, Texas, where I was like, wait, what the fuck is this place? There's a paint section, and then you can go get bread and soda.
I'm gonna go mix my paint and get a Totino.
Pick up my weekly groceries. Like, it's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Speaking of weekly groceries, hashtag new HEB is freaking awesome.
Amazing.
Very cool. I'm happy for you.
And the true Texas barbecue, not the best around, but it has a drive-through, and it is better than most. So you can just drive up, order, and get it. So cool. It kind of beats a lot of the shitty barbecue out of the water. It's better than Salt Lick, better than Southside Market. Like it's not
bad.
It's not Style Switch. Right,
it's like a Rudy's.
I think it's like a good middle of the road barbecue place, but it's in a goddamn gas or grocery store.
Yeah, like it's
with
not
a drive-through.
It's not bad for barbecue at a grocery store. Just like Buc-ee's, like their barbecue sandwiches aren't the best, but they're really good for a gas station. I assume it's similar to that, right?
Same thing where you're like, this is actually pretty good.
Cool. Like, well, next time I find myself in that area, we're gonna have to go to HEB. I'm gonna have to go see the
grocery store to get some barbecue.
That won't be so new, but yeah. I am down.
All right. Well, Larry,
I don't even know what to say. Follow us on
all the things that are underneath our names.
Yeah, all the things. Oh yeah.
There you go.
On those, because that thing's cool. I don't know. We don't even post anything, so
I feel almost bad hitting this button.
Show him like a villain.
Ding 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 ding.
I like that it didn't play for me, so I don't even know what you played.
Like a villain.
Ah, very nice. Jeremy's trip to Europe. It's the best. Also didn't play for me. Oh, StreamYard. Yeah, I don't know. That's what else? Did we just say anything else?
I don't have friends. I got family.
Make sure to enter my contest.
Yes, go follow Jeremy at Comic Fury
just
and
hitting the buttons at this point. Yeah,
to win that.
Go win a Mandalorian figure.
Very cool.
I'd really like to send it to one of these guys. Like I said,
Yeah.
go enter,
Very
go win.
Good luck, everybody.
So, all right. Well, Jeremy, do you think?
Okay, so for episode 271 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
And I'm Scott.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.